Hello students, I am Neeta Upadhyay and I am going to teach you today gravitation with its part 1. Students, you must be aware of a story about Newton. It is a very famous story that once Newton about the apple tree when Newton was sitting under the apple tree. Okay, if you don't remember, I'll just narrate the story. When Newton was in England in 1665, he experienced a great thing in his life that changed the world also, the thinking of the world also. So he was sitting under an apple tree and an apple fell on him. When he looked at it, he took the apple and he imagined why, and he wondered why the apple was falling in the downward direction. Why this apple is not going in the upward direction? He wondered and pondered years and years on this thing. And after lot of studies, he came to a conclusion that every object in the universe attracts every other object with a certain force. That means if there are two objects, they will exert force on each other, whether these objects are on the land or in the space. So, after this theory, he gave this thing, and that means that object can be anywhere. For example, if two books are there in a room, the two books are also exerting force on each other. But you will think why they do not move to each other? Because their masses are less. That means heavier objects exert larger force on each other. So through this, Newton also told that now about this force. The two objects are exerting force on each other, and he gave that name force of gravitation or gravitational force. The force with which the two objects attract each other due to their masses is called force of gravitation or gravitational force. So by this the name gravitation came, which have brought a lot of change in this world. The force of gravitation exerted by the earth on the bodies is called gravity. Okay, this is not D, this is S, student, by mistake. So this is called gravitational force, the force with which two objects attract each other. If any two object is there, they will attract each other with a force that is called gravitational force. But the force of gravitation exerted by the earth on the bodies is called gravity. For example, we are standing on the surface of the earth. So that the force acting on it is that is force of gravity, or you can say gravity. Okay. After this theory, he gave a great law, that is the law of gravitation, universal law of gravitation. Universal law means it is accepted in the whole universe. It is for everybody, everything. For example, we will start the law. Before that, let us see this example. Here we see two objects, A and B. Object A is having mass m1 and object B is having mass m2. You can see here one line is there, that is and mentioned R. This line is from the center of these two objects, and this line tells about the distance between the two objects. So imagine there are two objects A and B. Their masses are m1 and m2 respectively, and they are at a distance r apart from each other from the center. Okay, so r is the distance between these two objects. Now this A object is exerting force on B object. Okay, and B object is exerting force on A object. So this force, the force between them is called gravitational force. Okay. So the force between these two objects is called gravitational force. So what is that law? Every body in the universe attracts every other body with a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Now student, this law you will think, oh my god, what is this? But I will split this law and you will understand. For this, we will first deal with the first part of this law. Every body in the universe attract every other body with the force. This is clear to you? These are the two bodies will attract each other and they will attract each other with a force. This is clear. Now about this force is gravitational force. Now we have to, this law has given us how to find out the value of the gravitational force. We know that they are exerting force on each other. But how much is the force? How much is that gravitational force? So through this law, we can get the value of the gravitational force. So we will come back again. The force with which these two are attracted is directly proportional to the product of their masses. Students, we know that the product of their masses, mass of A is m1, mass of object B is m2. So product means multiplication. That means m1 into m2. So this force between them is directly proportional to m1 into m2. Okay, this is the first part, which is directly proportional force, which is directly proportional to the product of the masses. Up to here it is clear. Okay. Then last part, and is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Inversely. So here these words are in the form of formula. That is, F is directly inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Distance is R and the square of the distance between them. So let us give this first equation as 1 and this equation as this one 2. Now we'll combine this both equation. That is, F is directly proportional to m1 into m2 upon r square. So now finally we have combined these two equations and we got the formula of this. But student, can you see here directly proportional? Now we have to remove this directly proportional sign. We cannot just simply remove it and write equal sign. We have to put something that will balance it. We will put a gravitational constant that is called G. G is a constant known as universal gravitational constant. That is, you can see here G, this is G. So G, if you put G, this proportionality sign will be removed. Instead we can put equal sign. Now this equation will become F is equal to G into m1 into m2 upon r square, and G is what? Universal gravitational constant. Okay, and this inverse, no, F is directly inversely proportional to 1 upon r square, inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them, is also called inverse square rule. Okay, this is also called inverse square rule. Newton's inverse square rule is also, it is called. So, and whenever they will ask what is Newton's inverse square rule, this is that. F is inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. So let's come back. So we have combined these two equations. Now we have third step. We will remove the fourth step. First equation is this. Second is this. Then we will combine this. Then next part we will remove the proportionality sign. And here equal sign will come. G into m1 m2 upon r square. And then you have to mention what is G. G is the universal gravitational constant. And So with this, the Newton has given this law of gravitation. It is called universal law of gravitation. So let us again revise. Every body in the universe attracts every other body with a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them.